I want to start off by saying that it has been a true blessing having the opportunity to learn at Liberty University, and I'm extremely blessed for how far I've made it, and I could not be happier. Overall, this course was very helpful in terms of preparing for the edTPA. One thing that I found very helpful in this course was the multiple videos that we were provided. There are a lot of videos, and they broke apart each task in the edTPA. They got really specific about the requirements. And I think after watching that, I was really able to come up with a game plan or like a plan of action. Um, and even like a time frame of what parts I have to get done by when, which helped me just obviously complete the whole thing. And that was really helpful. Another thing that I found really helpful was being provided feedback by the professor. I think by having her read over our tasks was really helpful because it showed if we were on the right track or if we were way off. So it really was helpful to see somebody else's perspective on this big project. Completing the edTPA has really helped me prepare for work that will be required in my own classroom. One thing that I learned by completing the edTPA is that lesson segments should be data driven, which we knew, but this project in particular really helped clarify that. For example, like if you write a lesson plan that you think it's going to last only 3 days, or a lesson segment that's only going to last 3 days, it may end up taking you 5 days. It all depends on the data that you get from your students, and you determining based on that data if the students are understanding the concept or grasping the concept. But overall, the goal is for all the students to get the majority of the information before you move on, which again may take longer than expected. Completing the edTPA has also helped me understand the importance of reflection. As a teacher, we need to constantly reflect on the lessons that we give. This idea relates directly to my experience in student teaching. I learned that teaching really is trial and error. You may plan something in your head or like write out a lesson plan that you think is going to go so well, and you think it's going to be fun for the kids, and you think that they're going to really understand the information because of this lesson, and then it turns out to not work out that way. I think it's important to know that it's okay that lessons don't go as planned, and being flexible and reflecting and just adjusting are all important parts of teaching, and it's something that I really learned during my experience of student teaching. With that being said, I think the biggest impact that student teaching has had on me is just understanding that it's okay if something doesn't work out the way that I expected it to or that I planned for it to happen. Things change. Sometimes students don't necessarily cooperate, or sometimes they're dysregulated and just unable to learn. And sometimes students that are really on point learn the information quicker than you expected. So it goes both ways. And I think that this student teaching experience has really just helped me understand that it's okay that things don't always go as planned. Overall, I feel pretty prepared to run my own classroom. I did gain a lot of experience working with the different teachers, so I think having multiple placements was really helpful in working with different age groups. I learned a lot of different things like resources and interventions and different materials you can use to like reach all your students. So that's really great. But I mean, I know I won't be an expert until I'm actually in the classroom for a few years. But overall, I think that student teaching has really helped me prepare for my future career.